Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Second Seven. They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light the end of days. This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission.
Tardaremos eternidades. ¿Cuántos daños?
Un paso a la vez.
Éramos elección.
The door closed and a silence settled, so great and so vast I held my breath for fear of breaking it. Lopez turned to me, his eyes wild, a smile screwed across his face. He came toward me, arms outstretched, and for a moment fear flickered across my heart. But he pulled me close, his fingers digging into my shoulders. "I found it," he whispered in my ear, and releasing me, he wandered through this room. Walls of pure jade reaching up to the heavens, completely covered in intricate etched mosaics and carved figures. I followed at a distance as he approached an altar. The others are worried that Brothers de la Cruz and Serrano will not return. I have so far maintained they will, that they always have. But in my heart, I am beginning to believe we have seen the last of them, and that grief weighs heavily. We will continue their work. Either they will return to find we have not forgotten the teachings, This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century. under his wings you may seek refuge. Jonah, those two Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. There's a whole mural under here. The true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find 25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him. So I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. No way.
Etzli is young to have all that responsibility. Must be pretty hard for her. Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this. Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2. Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate dum lucem.
Have to use the light beam. Walk while you have the light.
That did it. I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you.
Sounds like a hint.
Or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost. Hey, it worked. The light leads this way. What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Laura! Are you all right? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes.
These people look like they were tortured.
I don't think this was just a crypt. This must be Station 4. Let's have a look at these frescoes. There's a woman in this one. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. It looks like he's accepting the cross here. I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls the second time. Laura, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick.
This must be Station 6. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Looks like a church.
He's carrying the
These
cross.
ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. Think he's taking up the cross. Jesus, nailed to the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the cross.
Staged the whole crucifixion with mummies. Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a... She's wiping his face, I think. Mm-hmm. They're lifting him. They're carrying him.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that then for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
The first step of the crucifixion.
Not
Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older...
sure. Maybe it's on the deck.
May waiters... Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified. They're carrying him. He's carrying the cross.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. She's wiping his face, I think. They're carrying him.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion of the monks. Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
That inscription, do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already carrying him.
Let's do this.
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion for monkeys? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the past.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
They're lifting him.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion for mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
I guess this is a sect from the past. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
They're carrying him.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the past.
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. I think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross.
This is disgusting.
Jesus nailed to the cross. I think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross.
That inscription, do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul.
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already. He's carrying the cross.
Do this.
Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls. Jesus, nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion to police. Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
I guess this is the sect from that pamphlet. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
I guess this is the sect from that pamphlet. What the hell happened here?
Lopez had his disciple wall him in, and then... bang.
No witnesses?
shall. Only the hands of the Righteous One may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on this goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I just need the box.
Fuck you!
Well, I guess we're done here.
Amaru!
Stop!
Let him go! Release him, and I will give you the box.
Lara, what are you doing?
I've lost enough people.
I know you have. Your father was brilliant.
He was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend. But he was obsessed, relentless.
You didn't know him.
He refused to see the potential for destruction in his work. He had to be stopped.
You had him killed.
He was going to lead the public to Paititi. Everything I love, everything I fought for. My world would have been destroyed.
And what about my world?
Come on, you can't think it's the same.
It is to a 9-year-old girl. I was a child.
There was too much at stake. An entire civilization, hundreds of years of independence, thousands of lives. I had no choice.
There's always a choice.
It's not too late. You can honor Unuratu and restore the sun.
No. The threat must be removed.
You're a low, selfish, murdering coward.
And you, Lara? How many lives have you ended? Hmm? In pursuit of what? Lara! Go! Stop him!
What the hell?
Is that Rourke? Running past just now? Yeah.
Think we should call him?
Hell no. If there's any change in our status, he'll tell us. Hasn't been much radio chatter. The air is burning my throat. Commander Rourke?
Keep this channel clear.
But sir, we're in disruption to our northwest.
The situation is being handled. I say again, keep this channel clear. Rourke out.
Shit, look out! Sweeping clear, let's move. Where? Let's get this done.
Stay close. Find her.
Copy, team leader. On swing.
Engaging intruder! Don't keep firing! Is that all you got? Fire! Target reacquired! Get them now! Another KIA!
This is Rourke. Jonah Maeva has the box, and Lara Croft was last seen in the church. Find them.
They just left her alone in the church. It was chaos in there, obviously. But this is Croft. There was something more important to worry about. Please, try to come through here. All right, now we're trying to keep the enemy in. How does he expect to get away? chaos in there, obviously. But this is Croft. There was something more important to worry about.
These people just don't give up.
Hold it. He's using the mud to hide. One more hit.
Outpost. Hostiles taken care of.
They just left her alone in the church. It was chaos in there, obviously. But this is Croft. There was something more important to worry about.
Please, try to come through here. Something's up.
Getting a strange feeling. Nothing to find. As you were. Okay, so now we know the enemy's here.
How does he expect to get away?
Man down! They can't be far. Jesus. Need to get to the bottom of this.
Kill anything that moves! Copy that, team leader.
That's promising.
Might be something up there.
Eyes on enemy! I'm almost dead by now! Man down! Man down! Hold it up and knock them on! Dead! You're gonna die!
They just left her alone in the church. It was chaos in there, obviously. But this is Croft. There was something more important to worry about.
How does he...
I'm moving. Hold her off.
There's Croft here!
Where'd you go?
Squad, get time to run! Fire here!
Cover me. Target be acquired. Don't lose her. Hostile almost there. Hold it. Just hold it a second. Better head up to higher ground. I knew you couldn't handle this shit.
Man down!
Jonah, where are you?
I'm in the cane field. They can't see me.
Keep your head down. I'm on my way.
sequence. Priority 1, find Lara Croft.
You heard the commander. Let's go hunting.
Croft, I know you're out there. I should have killed you in Siberia, but Dominguez was against it. That's on me. But I'm gonna fix that mistake. Now.
Something's off in that area. Hey! Did you know they're still rum in some of these barrels?
For Christ's sake, Morgan, do your job.
Stop shooting! Let me check it out. Gotta stay sharp. Target acquired! Find position! Should be dead by now! Keep reloading! Look down! She's empty! Pay for the others. Firefight initiated!
I don't have enough space for that. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Cardinal 6, got visual on Croft. She's at the distillery. Deacon team, deployed. Deacon's on the ground, Commander.
Let's get her!
Jonah!
Oh, God.
Ready?
Oh, yeah. I got it. I'm good.
What the hell were you thinking?
If I was you, it would have worked.
They might not get far.
Go.
Go, we got this.